Do you support school choice? If so, what form should it take? We'll begin with Mrs. Balkman.
I do support school choice. I've talked to all the current board members, and I think there is agreement among the board that we need school choice. I think we have to be very careful about how we do school choice. I've seen other communities, Charlotte is one example, other communities where I know people have moved and they could not get into the school that was a block from where they lived. So I think you have to be very smart about how you set up the parameters for school choice. I think you have to protect people that live close to that school and factor in people who might move in even a week before school starts, for example. So that's one thing. The other thing is that I think that it's important that parents have opportunities to make choices that are best for their students. I'm sure we're going to talk about the charter school and the magnet school, so I'm not going to get into that right now. I would not support vouchers, and I don't know if you all are getting at that or not, but I do not support school vouchers. I do support school choice.
I would rather not use. Can you hear me in the back? If not, I'll use the mic. School choice, I believe very strongly that parents need to have the right to choose where their kids go to school. Spartanburg County is actually a model of school choice. Unlike many counties in this state that are single district counties, we have 7 counties with 9 high schools, and they provide unique choices. People choose every day where to send their children by where they choose to live. There are people, however, that don't have that choice, and we need to recognize it, and we need to do something to give them the choices as well. I believe that in the future you will see a more formal effort to have school choice within our neighborhood school system. I do not think you will ever see District 7 go away from neighborhood schools. In fact, we have just recently gotten back to the neighborhood school concept, and it is just not fair to put people on buses to go across town and pass 2 or 3 schools and put them where their parents cannot easily get to the schools. Within the neighborhood school concept, if you have truly differential offerings at different schools, then parents will have real choices to make. In District 7, historically, we've treated all the elementary schools pretty much the same, and there's really not a choice to make. But if you have different types of schools, be they academies or magnet schools within the public school setting, then people will have real choices to make. I think we have to start looking at whether we're going to pursue IB schools or other types of magnet schools. As to the issue of the charter schools, I'm going to refrain from commenting much because their application is still pending. I do not support the voucher program that was proposed by Governor Sanford. And I think that covers it.
I think that the people in our community are telling us what they want by leaving our district. We have gone from 10,000 to 7,000 students in 10 years. They're going to the neighboring districts. They're going to homeschooling. They're going to private schools. They want choice. People want to be able to decide what kind of education format is best for their child. There's a whole array, a whole continuum of education options. The electronic age has introduced ways of educating. 5 years ago, 10 years ago, we weren't even on the drawing board. Virtual schools, courses online, partnerships with neighboring school districts, college credit, earning college degrees while in high school. And I do not, as they have said, do not support a voucher system. However, as part of a continuum of education options, the charter school is out there. And why is there so much interest in it? Because people are not happy with what we're offering.
I think the term school choice implies some things in people's minds that are probably not totally accurate. So I want to come at it a different way. I've been a parent for 22 years. I have 3 children. One's 22 years old, one's 20, and one is 16. All those children are different. My motto is student success is my number one priority. To me, what school choice really means is that when your child gets to the junior high school in our district, it's the middle school in a lot of other districts, between the ages of 12 and 15, sometimes you can be going to a neighborhood school, but that kid next door to you is going down a track that you don't want to see your child go down. Sometimes it's best to separate some of those people. You may need to go to a different school. I've seen that happen because, like I said, I have 3 children. It's not about whether the school is academically better or worse than another school. You have to be interested in the success of the student. If you're interested in the success of the student, what school the child goes to is irrelevant. Our objective should be the success of the student. In terms of school choice also, certainly I think schools need to be pretty much close to the neighborhoods where you live. As someone who works, my wife works, it was real convenient to get from Jesse Board to McCracken to Spartan High. And at one point I was dropping off 3 children at the same time. There would have been no way to drive across town to get that done. That's one of the reasons I live on the east side of Spartanburg, the convenience of the schools being close. And certainly parents should have a choice for the success of their children. Thank you.